We had spent so many wonderful years here. We did love it, and the whole university was like a big family, more or less. I'm Lisl Singer, and I've been involved with the university since 1972. The first time I drove up, I thought I was in a desert. It was just in the middle of what I call in the middle of nowhere. The only advantage was there was no parking problem. It was also the time of Vietnam War and lots of unrest. And there was actually, I would think, there were rowdy groups, and there were a few incidents of those. Particularly here in the admin building, I think they had to lock themselves in once or twice. I'm a social worker by profession. I had a job in Sydney then eventually at the psychiatric hospital, and then I used it here. But I based a lot on George's work. As George had a background of chemistry, he supported the idea that there must be a connection between the brain and behavior. Before that, psychology was based very much on what the parents did or didn't do to the children. I think he was an extremely brilliant man. He was an extremely good organizer. My kids, of course, are delighted to have a building named after their dad. We were absolutely thrilled. You have me crying. Because he certainly deserved it, I think. And he was very proud of it. And he was absolutely thrilled to have a foundation chair where he could form an apartment in his vision. I think the most terrible thing was George's sickness. In particular, the medical profession didn't know what it was. It was horrible. I mean, to be blind and deaf for a man of this ability is terrible. George and I donated it under the name of a company we had. We were shy, that's why we did that. And it was, in a way, a thank you to the university for what it also provided for us. Because a job is only as good as your satisfaction. It makes me feel great. I think it looks much better than it did at home.